Hola y bienvenido a Vodcast 4.4, Usage of the Subjunctive, Part 2. Okay, guys, weirdo is only going to get you so far using subjunctive. It's a good starting point, but there are a lot of other phrases and triggers and rules about the subjunctive and the usage of the subjunctive. Okay, so we're going to start looking at those. We're going to start with some of these conjunctions. Okay, so there are some phrases that are always going to trigger the uses of the subjunctive. So look at your vocab list. It has it divided up into ones that are always going to be subjunctive, sometimes subjunctive, never subjunctive. Okay, these conjunctions express doubt or uncertainty. Okay, for example, a menos que. So your example sentence here is iremos a la fiesta a menos que no nos inviten. We will go to the party unless they don't invite us. Okay, so we have that element of doubt. If they don't invite us, we can't go to the party. Okay, so that's why we need to use the subjunctive. A condición de que, provided that. Vendrán a la fiesta a condición de que bailemos. They will come to the party, provided that we dance. If we don't dance, they're not coming. Okay, so you sort of have that element. Are we going to dance? Don't know. Okay, element of doubt. And you also have your change of subject. So the basic rules are the same. We're still really looking at change of subject, element of doubt. We are just sort of factoring in some additional tweaks, some special phrases, these conjunctions that are going to help you determine whether or not it's subjunctive or not. Cuando and expressions of time. We use the subjunctive after certain conjunctions of time when you're not sure when or even if it's going to happen. So it's that doubt element, okay? Your main clause is going to usually indicate future action when you use the subjunctive. So for the example, we'll start with cuando. When? Cuando ganemos, voy a Disney. Okay, your main clause there, voy a Disney, it's not in the future tense, but it implies that future action is going to happen. Okay? And when we win, I go to Disney. I'm not sure if we're going to win, so maybe I won't be going to Disney. That's why you're using the subjunctive. You have that element of the doubt. En cuanto, as soon as. Me levantaré en cuanto mi madre venga. I will get up as soon as my mom comes. Maybe my mom won't come, so then I'll never get up. I'll sleep forever. Who knows? But you have that future action followed by the subjunctive. Hasta que, until. Hasta que Maria termine, yo no toco el piano. Until Maria finishes, I am not going to play the piano. So I may not play the piano forever because she may be doing her homework for hours and hours and hours. I don't know. All right, so we have element of doubt, subject change. Para cuando, by the time that. Leeré tu papel para cuando tú vuelvas. I will read your paper by the time that you return, by the time that you come back. So you have future, leeré, and then you have that doubt when you return, because who knows when you're going to return, and change of subject. So you can see they're a little trickier. They require a little bit more thought. When you write your own sentences, you have to really think about what you're doing and what you're trying to say. Expressions of uncertainty. These conjunctions are either followed by the indicative or the subjunctive. When you're choosing, you have to consider the certainty of the dependent clause. So a lot of these are sentences that are next to impossible to write in a vacuum. Because unless I know what's going on, I know how I'm feeling and how everybody else is feeling, that really is going to depend on whether or not I use the subjunctive. So look at this one. Hablarán hasta que sean medianoche. They will talk until it is midnight. They might not talk until it's midnight. I don't know. That's why I can use the subjunctive. Hablaron hasta que eran medianoche. They talked until it was midnight. They did it. It's over. It's finished. Okay? No subjunctive. Marco invita a María de manera que él puede bailar con ella. Marco's inviting Maria so he can dance with her. Factual. Gonna happen. However, Marco invita a María de manera que él pueda bailar con ella. He invites Maria so he can dance with her, but I don't think he's gonna really dance with her. I mean, he's a shy guy, he's a wallflower. So you can kind of see how same sentence, but just on how you think about it, what the feeling is, what the mood is, that's what's going to determine indicative or subjunctive. And then conjunctions that don't take the subjunctive. No difficulties. When you see these phrases, you don't use the subjunctive, period. Ya que mis padres tienen 11 hijos, necesito obtener trabajo para ir a la universidad. Since my parents have 11 children, I need to get a job in order to go to university. Ahora que tengo 21 años, necesito tener mi propio apartamento. As soon as I have 21, I need to have my own apartment. Okay? So when you see these phrases, they're always going to be your regular present tense, regular future tense. We're not going to use subjunctive. It's going to take a lot of practice. Come armed with your questions. We're going to do a lot of practice with these. It'll get a little easier. See you in class.